This is the land that wind and water have carved over these hundreds of millions of years, and it's unbelievably beautiful. It's like no place else in the world. There's no land like this anywhere that I've seen.
It's varied. You have high, flat plateaus and mesas where you can see for hundreds of miles. You can see into neighboring states. You have intricately carved spires and pinnacles and arches, and you have these mysterious canyons.
This is the Red Rock Wilderness of Utah. These magical lands look like they should be in a national park, but they are not. In fact, millions of acres lie unprotected and open to exploitation. This puts these one-of-a-kind landscapes at the very heart of a critical national debate. Will we preserve these last remnants of wild America by designating them as official wilderness areas? Or will we kiss the wilderness goodbye and let it be gouged into open-pit mines, oil drilling fields, overgrazed rangelands, and shredded off-road vehicle playgrounds? Utah's Red Rock Wilderness was carved out of the Colorado Plateau as it was pushed upward by forces inside the earth.
The Colorado Plateau was raised as a stable block of land. As it rose, the Colorado River and all its tributaries began to cut deeply into the land, forming these spectacular canyons. But to have beautiful scenery, you have to have beautiful rocks, and Utah is certainly blessed with those.
Within these rocky canyon lands are the incomparable parks that have made Utah famous. People come from all over the world to marvel at Arches National Park, Bryce Canyon, and the breathtaking Dead Horse Point State Park. But Utah's parks are small, and the seemingly endless vistas that people enjoy from park vantage points mostly lie beyond park boundaries. These are public lands owned by the American people and managed by the Federal Bureau of Land Management. And as public lands, they are open to a variety of damaging activities unless they are officially protected as wilderness. But what is wilderness? And what would wilderness designation mean?
Wilderness is, under the law, by definition, land that man has not changed dramatically. There's some input, some imprint everywhere, but basically it's land that is the way God created it, and where basically there are no roads and no real buildings and no real imprint of man.
So far, Congress has only set aside 800,000 acres of Utah's wild lands, but nearly 10 million acres are eligible. Most of these lands are in Red Rock country, but vast wild areas are also found in western Utah. They are part of the Basin and Range Geologic Province, a high desert region of lofty mountains and sage-covered valleys. Most western states are far ahead of Utah in setting aside wilderness. California protects 14 million acres, Arizona 4.5 million, Idaho 4 million, and the state of Alaska has 57 million acres of protected wilderness. So why has Utah waited to protect its wild lands? The answer may lie in the history of people's relationship with this extraordinary piece of America.